Welcome back to the Knife Life, everybody. Today, we're sitting here talking with Mark Olson of 5x5 Combat Solutions, and we're going to be talking about their products and why you should be taking a look at them. Thanks for joining us today, Mark.
Thank you, James. Pleasure to be here.
So, you got a number of things on the table here today, but let's start off with looking at what 5x5 Combat Solutions is as a company and where they came from. So how did you guys get started?
Basically, 5x5 started as a result of my desire to help individuals who may not have the means or resources to get an idea to market. So we're very much into the collaborative mindset. We like to work with many different individuals to help them get their concepts realized and into physical parts.
So really it's kind of an outlet for smaller, lesser known kind of people in order to have good ideas to come to and say, hey, I have this cool idea, and you can get it started and begin actually making it a product.
Exactly, and we can work it from many different angles, be it, okay, I'm just looking for a couple of these for me and my buddies, or hey, I want to take this idea all the way, which is what we've done with our Afterknife series. Is we've worked with some people that had some really good ideas, took our experience in the firearms industry and the modularity of your AR platforms and said, okay, let's take that concept, move it into the knife side of the world and increase the functionality and performance capabilities of various knives.
So how long has 5x5 been doing this now?
5x5, we actually officially got our LLC paperwork on 11/11/16, so we're kind of connected to our veteran friends in that manner that, that's what we consider day one of our company. So
excellent.
Just coming up on almost 5 years in business now.
Excellent. So the thing that you're really the most well known for in the knife community is your aftermarket modifications that you make for various knives. So can you go into a little bit more detail about what those are and how they work?
Sure. Like I said, we wanted to increase functionality of various knives, and throughout the process we figured out that the Spyderco brand, because of the way they're constructed, lend themselves to our theory that we had. So we started working with the Endura and the Delica knives, which are two of their most popular models and also very accepting of our upgrades. So we started there with our Scorpion Exo tool. This is for the Endura, and it features a paracord cutter, glass breaking tip, which also works nice as a impact device, be it pressure point device. Mm-hmm. And so we started with the Scorpion, moved into our Scarab, which is our pry tip, which, as anybody knows that carries a knife, one of the first things people tend to do is pry something with the tip of their knife and break the tip off.
And that's not what knives are supposed to do.
So we took that and we've made it so you could have a dedicated pry tip for your knife, thereby saving the business end of your knife. Then we went into our Nautilus Exo tool, which is our Marlin spike interpretation. So this fits right in where your factory back spacer would be, and it's a detent lock on it, so it's secure when closed. Have a stainless steel stop pin, so it's certainly durable enough to withstand any sort of pressure.
Sticking it in and prying
right.
Or something.
And then after that, we thought, well, what the world really needs is a good bottle opener.
You always need a good bottle opener.
So we took and created our Mantis Exo tool, which we wanted to have what we call our beverage extraction tool, but we wanted to also incorporate some other features. So any standard 1/4-inch drive magnetic screwdriver bit can be placed in there, and it is also magnetic, so the bit is retained. So you can then, when it's in your knife, you can use it as a screwdriver. And if you need additional torque, you can put it in this direction, which allows you to come in and use the entire knife handle as your handle. Then the next year, we came up with our pickpocket exoaccessory, which is inspired by the Emerson Wave feature on many of his knives. So you can take a standard looking Spyderco type knife and add that wave feature, which then allows you, as you draw it up out of your pocket, it will catch and automatically deploy the knife when you're drawing it out of your pocket. And it also, gives a nice purchase for your thumb when cutting. And so that kind of was the basis of our core products, and then we looked into starting to expand the number of models we serve. And then we also have our Recluse deep carry clip, which also, like our other tools, replaces the backspacer, but this one provides the mounting surface for our pocket clip, which is ambidextrous for left or right carry. And now we've taken and reduced the carry height of our knife by this much.
Almost an inch right
Almost
there.
an inch. So as opposed to having this much sticking out of your pocket when carrying a factory clip, when it's in your pocket with our Recluse, there's basically no part of the knife that's visible. Mm-hmm. The only thing you see is the clip hanging over your pocket. So then we took that concept of the pocket clip, deep carry pocket clip, and said, okay, well, let's take it one step further. Okay, for our NBC friends who use training knives a lot, we took and did our pocket clip in trainer red, so that even when you're training and have it carrying in your pocket, it's easily identifiable as a training knife because of the red clip.
So pocket clips, obviously, even if the knife is completely down in the pocket, you still have this black clip sticking out of the pocket, which some people will notice. And there are individuals who prefer to go a little bit lower key. So do you have any other colors that are available for people in order to go a little bit more urban camouflage for that?
We do, specifically for that reason. We've introduced our khaki colored pocket clip and also our denim blue colored pocket clip. So basically, with the removal of 2 screws, if today I'm wearing tan pants, I can pull my black clip off, put my tan clip on, and I'm ready to go. Or next day I'm wearing blue jeans, I pull the tan one off, put the denim blue one on. And like I said, it's a matter of removing 2 screws. Mm-hmm. Now, the other interesting feature of the Recluse is the fact that instead of surface mounting our pocket clips like most models are, ours is actually captured within the body of the Recluse, so that it's sitting down inside there so that you can't get any sort of twist action to it. Mm-hmm. So that's another important feature of that.
So you started off with the Endura and the Delica as your predominant base of your experiments, essentially to work with modular replacement parts. What other models have you expanded to at this point in time?
Next, right after the Endura and Delica, we started working with the Yojimbo 2. We have designed a pickpocket specifically for this model. We also have a deep carry clip for this model. And after that, we moved into the paramilitary 2, the Para 3, the Para 3 lightweight. We do products for the police models. We just recently introduced products for the Yo Jumbo, which is the large version of the Yo Jumbo 2. We have incorporated our deep carry clip into that model, as well as our pickpocket exo accessory.
So all of these products are currently aimed at Spyderco knives at this point in time. Are you looking to expand out into other brands? So Benchmade, Civivi, any of those?
Yeah, actually, that is the one exception. We do offer a pickpocket for the Griptilian Benchmade model.
Okay.
So, but we are looking at increasing the number of models or manufacturers that are served by our products. It's heavily dependent on how they're constructed, and so that limits some of our choices, because if they don't have some sort of spacer design in their knives, it makes it difficult to incorporate our concepts.
So after somebody has ordered this product, they have to install it into their knife. So how difficult is it in order to install one of your aftermarket accessories into one of the knives by yourself?
It's very, I won't say simple, but it is doable by most anybody. We include the necessary tools for installing all of our products with the purchase. So that's step one, finding these specialized wrenches that most knives use on their screws is difficult. So we took that challenge out of the mix for our customers, and we include detailed instructions. And we've also added some videos to our website for a visual representation of doing the installation of various products as well.
So it's one of those things where you'll have to sit down and take some time to actually do it, but it's not an ominous thing whatsoever.
No, I mean, really, it can be done in 5 or 10 minutes by just about anybody.
So in addition to the aftermarket accessories that you have just finished talking about, you also had some knives ground down by various knife makers or modified in specific ways that are also available. So can you go into a little bit more detail about what you have in terms of those?
Yes, 5x5 is very proud of the makers we get to work with. We started a project as a result of Marshall Blade Camp a few years ago with knife maker Mickey Yurco, and we are taking the Endura and Delica Warncliffe models, and Mickey is reprofiling the blade for us. We are custom machining pickpocket exo accessories matched to each blade. So then the blades are numbered, pickpockets are numbered to match, and then we incorporate our Recluse exo tool, but we've added a skeletonized pocket clip that's only available on these two knives. So we offer match sets or individual knives in these models. We are also very pleased to be able to work with Mr. Michael Janich of Marshall Blade Concepts to offer inspired by the car arm Delica that was done many years ago by Spyderco. We have reintroduced what we are calling the Delica, which is a flat ground Delica blade, reduced in length to 2.5 inches for legal carry in places such as Chicago or various federal buildings. And then each of these features Michael's autograph engraved on the blade. He also includes a certificate of authenticity with each knife, and then each knife box is also signed by him. We also have it based on the Endura model. This knife from the factory is somewhere about 3.6 inch blade length. This one has been reduced to 3.5 inch for legal carry in Colorado, which is where Mike resides. And then he's removed the jimping and worked to smooth the action of the knife. And this is our Jandura model. And then we have offer knife-specific pickpockets for the Jandura and Jandelica models, and then we can also add our standard recluse pocket clip.
So these have all been out for a little while. They've been very well received. I haven't met anybody really who has ever said, I dislike these products. Everybody likes them. They're well made, they are very useful, and they're just pretty cool in the general grand scheme of things. So are there any new products that you guys are having come out in the near future, or any specific cool things that you're working on at this point in time and hoping to get out fairly soon?
Yes, as a result of our time here at Blade Camp 2021, we're working on some new projects with some of our friends in the NBC family, and we're looking very forward to releasing them soon.
Excellent. Very cool. So for anybody who's interested in obtaining any of these products, where's the best place to go and get in contact with you guys and order your stuff?
Best place to reach us would be at our website, which is www.5x5combatsolutions.com, and we accept orders on our website. We can accept PayPal or credit debit cards. If you have special questions, have concerns, or have an idea that you would like to work on getting to market, feel free to reach out to me at 772-713-1178, and I'll be glad to discuss anything with you.
And we'll be sure to leave a link to that website down in the description so you can access it easily. So in terms of people trying to bring their product to market, what capabilities do you have in order to help them with that? What machining capabilities, what coding capabilities, what can you do in order to get people moving forwards in that aspect?
Well, basically 5x5 has the capability, as you can see, everything that we manufacture is completely manufactured in our facility, from raw material to finished products, as you see here. We have 3D printing capabilities, we have modeling software, we have machining capabilities, and we also have a lot of friends in the industry that if it's something we can't cover, one of our friends can help us with that portion of the project as well. So we have a very collaborative relationship with many people across many industries.
Excellent. So for somebody looking to approach you with an idea, what do they really need to have in order for you to really seriously consider it and move forward with it potentially?
Typically, before, without getting into great detail, we like to establish a non-disclosure agreement between 5x5 and whoever the interested party is, so that everybody feels confident in sharing information without the fear of having it taken from you. We're not here to take people's idea. We're here to help people take their idea to the next level. Mm-hmm. And, basically you convey your concept to us, we will discuss it in our company and then with some of our collaborative friends to determine if we feel there's a justifiable market for whatever it might be, to determine if it's something we're interested in pursuing.
Thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us, Mark.
Thank you, James. This is a pleasure.
If you're interested in 5x5 Combat Solutions products, go ahead and reach out to them at their website or at the number that Mark so wonderfully gave us. If you enjoyed this episode of The Knife Life, please consider liking and subscribing, and go ahead and hit that bell down at the bottom right corner of the screen. I always need some more support in order to help grow the channel, and so we can talk to people like Mark and get more information out to you guys, the viewers. If you had any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And if need be, I can go ahead and poke Mark about any answers I don't happen to know at that point in time. So until next time, stay safe and keep living the knife life.